Look, I just want to talk to you boys about rejection. I've seen a lot of people fretting about closed doors, missing out on opportunities lately online, and a lot of people just up in a frenzy about not getting the opportunities or things not working out the way they think they should have. And I just wanted to talk to you guys today about burnt toast theory. So stay with me. It's all going to make sense at the end. Recently, about last year, there's a plane crash. I can't remember where the plane crashed, but I remember one story that stuck out to me about the plane crash. There was a couple people that that were scheduled to go on the plane. They didn't actually make it onto the plane. One guy was bringing his dog with him. I think they were on the way to some sort of competition, maybe part of the Olympics or maybe a subcategory. But anyway, the guy was supposed to get on the plane and he brought his dog with him. And his dog was with his family and they were just seeing him off, but the dog would not let him leave. Like, I don't know how big this dog was or what, or like how convincing the dog was, but obviously convincing enough. The dog would not let the guy leave. He kept jumping on him, this and that, and the guy ended up missing his flight. The dog was like messing around the airport. Everybody was upset. The guy said he was speaking in another language, so they were translating, but in the news thing, the guy was saying like the dog kept jumping on him, the dog was messing up, and he was getting so angry at the dog. Like, of course, everybody loves their dog as a friend more than an animal or pet, but they're part of the family. So it's like, imagine like your brother annoying you so much to the point that you miss your flight. That's what he felt like. So he misses his flight, and then later he hears that the plane crashes, and he sits and thinks, he's like, whoa, if I would have made it on that flight, I would have crashed. And there was no survivors on the plane crash. He would have 100% not been alive if he had made his flight. And so that big inconvenience of his dog stopping him from getting on the plane, and he's missing his flight, and all the frustration going through his head at the airport, all the anger, all the emotions went straight out the window as soon as he heard the plane crash and he was supposed to be on that plane. And that's what we call burnt toast theory. The theory that, like, if you're on the way to work, but you burn your toast, and now burning your toast makes you late, and now you don't get on the same highway that you usually go on, and you come to find out there was a big pileup, big crash on that highway, or something crazy happened that you were supposed to be in, but because of the inconvenience, because of the burnt toast, you weren't in that bad situation. And a lot of you guys aren't thinking about it the right way. You think, oh, I missed this opportunity. Oh, man, this didn't work out. Oh, why is this happening to me? But you have to reframe your mind and think about it in a positive, like, okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to be where I thought I was supposed to be. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get this opportunity. For example, in my life, I'm a fitness creator. I'm an online content business owner. I help guys in my academy reach their goals in life, in faith, in their physique, and their financial goals, everything, right? But before I was that, I was trying to get into my best shape. And for years, like, the reason I started fitness is because as a kid, as a 12-year-old kid, I saw guys online. I mean, not guys online. I saw my favorite characters like Power Rangers. They were all buff and fit. They had veins in their biceps and they had the abs. I'm like, if they could do that, I could do that. So at 13, I started working out. All I wanted was abs and bicep veins. I worked out for years, bro. I'm telling you, years. And I saw no results. I'm like, dude, this sucks. And I did that same cycle for like all the way up until maybe college. I still hadn't seen the abs and bicep veins that I thought I should see. Of course, I got little veins in the arms, but not to the level I wanted to do. And even when I finished with college, I was out of college. I was working to get abs. It took me years. And once I finally got it, I'm like, okay, cool. Now let's get more. And I kept doing things. I'm like, okay, maybe I want to be an online fitness coach. So I tried to do online fitness coaching with abs, and then I lost my abs, and I wasn't making any money in the coaching. Then I got my abs back, still wasn't making any money. And then I'm like, dude, all these other people have worse physiques than me. They have less advice than me. They don't know what they're talking about, but they're popping off on Instagram. They're popping off on YouTube. They're making all this money. And me, I know I could be more, and it's just not working. It's just not working. Every little job I tried after that, I worked at Home Depot. I worked for Uber Eats. I worked for Postmates. I worked for a moving company called Bellhops. I'm just bouncing around jobs. I'm like, dude, I'm meant for more than this. I know I'm meant for more. Why is every opportunity I'm taking not working? Why do I see other people? It's working out for other people. It's not working out for me. Why? Why is this? Right? And come to find out, being at the point where I am now, I'm looking back and I'm thinking, yo, burnt toast theory. Because if I had gotten the body I wanted a long time ago, if I had gotten the success I thought I deserved a long time ago, I would have been a different person. If I'd gotten that success and gotten that body back in college, what would I have been? Would I have been lusting? Would I have been even trying to help people? Would I have known what the guys in my academy are going through when they're saying, yo, I tried everything, it doesn't work. I tried my macros, it doesn't work. I meal prep, it doesn't work. I do if it fits your macros, it doesn't work. I do these workouts, I go to the gym, I'm willing to put in the work, but nothing works. I wouldn't have understand that mind frame because I would have never have gone through it. So one, I wouldn't be able to help my clients. Two, I wouldn't be the person that I am today to have been through those struggles and to have become a different person who can handle certain levels of success. If I would have gotten money and been fit back in the day, there's no telling where I would have been. I would have probably been on drugs, drinking, partying. I would have been in a downward spiral. So burnt toast theory, because if I would have gotten those things back then, I wouldn't have been built into the person that I am today and able to handle the resources and opportunities and life that God has blessed me with, because I wouldn't have known how to handle it. And a lot of you people, a lot of you guys are out there doing the same thing. Like, why am I not getting the woman of my dreams? Why am I not getting the job of my dreams? Why am I not making more money, getting the car, getting the house? Because you can't handle it yet. You haven't done the internal work required to become the person that God needs you to be before he hands you these things. Chase God and everything will be added unto you. But until you learn that lesson, whatever God is trying to teach you in that moment, maybe you're not even seeking him at all. But he's not going to give you the things that you desire, that he put the desires that he put in your heart. He's not going to give them to you until you seek him, because you're not the person you need to be yet. I'm working on increasing my income, making a certain amount of money a month. I want to reach this amount of lives. But first, I know before I set out to do those external goals, I need to do my internal work and seek God and become the person who's worthy of handling all those things, who's worthy of handling those problems, who's worthy of handling those wins, who's worthy of leading a lot of people. I need to become that person first in my heart internally before God gives me that whatever I'm after. And it's burnt toast theory. Every time I go up and it doesn't work, it shoots me down. I'm not like, dang, why me? This doesn't work. No, I'm like, okay, God is trying to teach me something. Obviously, I wasn't meant to be where I thought I should be in that moment. Let me do the work internally. Let me seek God, learn what he wants me to learn, and then go after it. I don't take it as like, dang, my life is so trash. That's not going to work. And you guys need to reframe your mind so that you're able to say, okay, burnt toast theory. Maybe I wasn't supposed to make it to that party. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get that girl. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. Maybe it's not the right time. You never know what God is blocking you for. Look, one more thing. There's this guy who DMs me every day on Instagram for the last 4 years. And he has no profile picture. His name is just Jesus. I thought it was my dad at first. It wasn't my dad. It's none of my friends. It's not my girl. Dude, he DMs me things every single day for the last 4 years. Biblically accurate information and quotes from the Bible. Today he DM'd me this. Let me see if I have the screenshot. If I have the screenshot, I'll pop it up on the screen. But I know I took a photo of it. 1 second. Let's see. Recently saved. Today he said, sometimes you need to thank God for what didn't happen. Thank him for the things that stopped you, that he stopped, that you knew nothing about. There's so many things that we go through life just oblivious. There's spiritual warfare going on all around us. We don't know what's going to happen in the world, but God does. He's protecting you from things that you haven't even seen. So trust him, bro. Now, if you want to be like the guys in my academy who we seek God daily, we change our finances, our faith, and our fitness, and overall we get freedom. If that sounds like you, if that sounds like something you want, if you know you've been running from the work, you know your mindset isn't right, that you can be like, okay, burnt toast theory. Okay, this is not something that God's putting on me to bring me down. It's to build me into the person that he needs me to be, to accomplish his goals and accomplish the goals that I feel like I need to accomplish because he put that in my heart. If you can't think that, but you know you need to, if you know you want to, click the link in the description and book a call with me, and we'll hop on and we'll see how we can best help you. And if you're still not convinced, if you still want a little bit more information, click the link and go on my Instagram and look at my daily stories of how I live my life according to God and how the guys in my academy are winning in life because they're seeking God first. Book a call. Only if you're ready, though. Don't come on here wasting time. If you're not ready to invest in yourself, if you're not ready to invest in the work and change your mindset and change your physique and everything, do not book that call yet. But always remember, when a door closes, don't fret. God is building you into the person that he needs you to be. So the easy way to remember that is just say burnt toast theory, change your mindset, and move on.